Hello guys, welcome to some more questions of differentiation. We are going to be applying or continue to apply our laws of indices. So to differentiate this, we've got root x to the power of 10. Let's rewrite this in terms of indices. The square root of x is the same thing as x to the power of a half. And that has been raised to the power of 10. Now, using our laws of indices, we know that when we have a situation like this, we simply multiply the indices. So that becomes x to the power of 5. Then when you differentiate that, well, that just becomes 5x to the power of 4. So that was okay. Remember, I'm writing it on the answer line because I'm that guy, completeness. Next one looks scary, but not really. It's just got fractional powers. Well, we can expand. So we have 2x to the power of, and then we have 3 halves plus 1 half, which is 4 halves. And then we have 2x to the power of 3 halves plus 9 halves is 12 halves. And let's just simplify that. That is, it's very deceptive. That is 2x to the power of 4 over 2 is 2. And then we have 2x to the power of 12 over 2 is 6. So when you differentiate that, that takes us to 4x to the 1 plus 12x to the power of 5. And then that simplifies to 4x plus 12x to the power of 5. That's our answer. Okay. Next one, we have 4x squared plus px, where p is a constant. And they've told us the value of dy dx when x equals 3 is 5 times the value of dy dx when x equals minus 1. Work out the value of p. So we need to differentiate first. So we have dy dx is equal to, well, the 4x squared differentiates to 8x to the power of 1, but we can just write it as 8x. And p is a constant. So remember, when we have a constant times x, it always differentiates to that constant. So in this case, it's 8x plus p. Px will just differentiate to p. Okay, so now we've been told that when x equals 3, so 8 lots of 3 plus p, the value of dy dx is 5 times the value of when x equals minus 1. So equals 5 lots of the value of dy dx when instead of putting 3, we have minus 1. Hopefully that makes sense. And now we can just solve to work out p. So 8 times 3 is 24 plus p equals, well, in the bracket, we have 5 lots of minus 8 plus p. So then that becomes 24 plus p equals minus 40 plus 5p. Add 40 to both sides, you get 64. Take away p from both sides, that gives you 4p. Then dividing both sides by 4, you get that 16 is equal to 4. So p is equal to 16. There we go. Let's do one more. Y equals 3x to the 4 plus 8x all over 2x. Work out the possible values of x when dy dx equals 882. Okay, so we have y equals, if we simplify, we have 3 over 2, dividing the numbers, x to the power of 3. And then we have plus 8 over 2. So that just simplifies to 3 over 2 lots of x cubed plus 4. If you differentiate it, so we get dy dx, that equals 3 times 3 over 2 is going to be 9 over 2 x squared. And we want that to be equal to 882. So 9 over 2 x squared equals 882. So then I'm just going to get my calculator out. Let me see if I can do this quickly enough. 882 multiplied by 2, then divided by 9 gives us 196. So we have